So, hey y'all, I'm Rakhia Bass, and I'm a graduating senior studying journalism, and I decided to do my persuasive speech on minimum wage. So, are you working more than what you're getting paid for, or do you feel like as if you're underpaid? And if you answer yes to any of these questions, then you're probably a college student, and you probably are being underpaid, or you're probably working a job that pays you by the hour, and you answer yes to this question as well. So minimum wage has been set at $7.25 an hour since 2009. So it's been 10 whole years since the minimum wage has been increased. So as the year goes by, everything increases. So that includes your cost of living, food, healthcare, daycare, literally like everything. Everything is going to go up over the years. So first of all, what is minimum wage? So according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, minimum wage is the lowest amount of money that must be paid to an employee by an employer on an hourly basis. So let's break this down. I decided to break it up for you just so you can get a better understanding. So for someone who works 40 hours a week in North Carolina with a pay rate of $7.25 an hour will only make $58 daily, $290 weekly, and a little over $1,200 monthly, and only $15,000 yearly. So think about that. That's nothing. So how can one live off this pay rate? The answer is straight up, they can't. So there are thousands, probably millions of people in North Carolina who are barely getting by right now with this minimum wage. So minimum wage in North Carolina just needs to be increased. So without the increase of our minimum wage, people will continue to struggle to afford the basics for their family. So that means rent becomes unpaid, keeping their children in daycare will become a struggle, and buying groceries won't be a priority. Most people probably be eating fast food because they can't afford groceries because it's expensive, and they might not even be able to put gas in their car to even get to work where they're only getting paid $7.25. So low wages not only affects families, but it affects businesses and the entire economy as well. Because people aren't being paid much, they aren't going to go out and spend their money at like Walmart or Target or something because they don't have the extra money to do that. And so because of this, businesses aren't bringing any money in because people aren't spending any money at their business. So according to the North Carolina Justice Center, increasing the minimum wage in North Carolina will improve the lifestyle of those living under the poverty line. So it will benefit businesses and the economy as well too. So most people look for a job when they see that the minimum wage has increased. So a lot of people do not work now because the minimum wage is so low. Like, you don't want to work for $7.25 an hour when you know that you can get government assistance or something and not work. But if you're getting paid $12 or so an hour, then yeah, that'll make you want to work. So with an increase of the minimum wage, people will start to look out and try to find jobs, which will leave more money in their pockets, so that now that they can spend at these businesses. So now both the employee and the business will be benefited. So also, did you know that African Americans and Latinos suffer the most from minimum wage? From low minimum wage at that, excuse me. So, and that's with women of both races, African Americans and Latinas, suffering the most because they are single parents. So that's just always, when you're having a single parent and you're living off a $7.25 minimum wage, that's not possible because you're the only one bringing income in. So here's a fun fact for you. If you're looking for a job in North Carolina that pays more than the minimum wage, check out Target. They start at $12. Walmart starts at $11. Aldi starts at $12, and Lowe's starts at $11. And there are many more out there, and I found a lot, but these are just to name a few. So kudos to them because they're going above and beyond and not doing the $7.25. And Target is actually going up to $15 starting next year. So all in all, increasing the minimum wage for North Carolina will reduce poverty, fuel economic growth, and end the economic gap between races. And it just needs to be done as the minimum wage hasn't increased in North Carolina in 10 years. So that's my take on why minimum wage should be increased. So I hope that you will be persuaded to help increase minimum wage as well.